Hey guys, we're trying to get up, get running here, and get going. Glad to see all y'all out. Looks like we got about 25 people right now. Y'all go ahead. I see some of you's already meeting your neighbors, so that's a good thing. That's what we encourage here. Hope everything is going well. Hey Roger, how you doing, man? Revelation Homestead, Paratrooper, Wendy, Grandpa's Farm.
Hey, Grandpa, enjoyed talking to you this week.
Billy Branch, how you doing? Orphan
Wallace
Lady.
Knife, how is he since?
Yes, I hope you're doing all right, Wallace. I hope since the surgery you're doing real good.
Yeah.
Yes, you're on time. Luckily, we're on time today.
Yeah, we had a storm a while ago.
Yeah, we just had a major storm come through a while ago, and we were panicking, thinking that maybe we wasn't going to be able to get on air, and I had to go feed animals. I had to pick figs.
Yeah, he was picking figs less than 30 minutes ago, guys, and I was washing dishes. We actually was watching DV Homestead for the first time today. And as we were watching her, just at the beginning, the storm came up.
Yes.
And so we had to shut down. So we missed most of her feed, but we got back on right at the end. And then we watched most of Living on a Dime.
Yep.
Back and forth between here and the kitchen.
Yeah.
Hey, Scratch.
Hey, Scratch. How you doing, man?
Tina.
Good to see you. Tina, yes.
Gothic Sugar. MNS, I'm sorry.
Good to see y'all.
Hey, Addie.
Hey.
Roy and Faye Cartwright. I think it's Faye.
I think it's Faye. She always makes sure we know it's Faye. So.
I think we're seeing Faye. And
Mark and Sunbird Acres from Kansas.
Yes.
All right. We got people from all over the country tonight. So y'all find your people in your state and, kind of start linking up with them and chatting with them. And there's Brad from Big Family. He calls us kids. Man, I'm older than you are,
I know and somebody said we may be breaking up some, but the weather here, it was raining earlier, less than an hour ago. So if it does, it may be still cloudy out.
Yeah, we may have a little bit of internet issue. The storm a while ago.
Oh, gosh, Empty Hammock scared me.
Oh, my word. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Hammock, you taught us well.
You taught us well, Hammock. You taught us well, man. Anyway, we just got through, man. Like I said, I just got in the house. I went and picked figs. That's something we've been doing. We had to pick figs in the morning, and we had to pick them in the evening because we've got squirrels are trying to get them in the daytime. The flying squirrels are trying to get them at night. So we're having to just
the birds.
I mean, we're
now our baby pigs.
Yeah, the baby pigs are going to learn how to get out of the pen, and they stay in the yard all day long now. So it is what it is, I'm telling you, it may not sound like the best thing in the world to do, but I'm actually tricking the pigs. They're so hard to catch. At my age, I don't run anything and catch it. So actually, I put corn at my barn, and I open the doors, and I'm luring them into the barn, and they're coming every day, going in my barn, eating the corn, and coming out. And when they get to be weaned from their mama, I'm just going to let them in there. I'm going to shut the door because when I do that, once I've got them in the barn, then I can put them wherever I need them. I don't have to run around and catch them. So.
Yeah. So we have Mary Grace, Cat Lover, Monique, Pat, Big Bear. Hey, Big Bear.
Hey.
Let's see who else.
Pig Ticker.
Tricker Brad.
Oh, Tricker. Okay, Pig Tricker. Okay, you had me fooled there for a minute. I was like,
USA Kiwi, Amanda. Lottie Faye. Hey, guys.
Trying to give you guys a few minutes to get on here, and if you have any questions tonight, don't feel, just feel free to just throw them out at us because that's what this is all about. We're here for y'all. We're not here for our own good.
But we're asking that if you do the questions,
put
them all in caps. When you're talking to each other, do just normal typing. But if you ask questions, if you guys will put it all in caps, I'm watching a TV behind you, so I'm not ignoring. And it's a little bit bigger, and I can see the back.
Amanda, 6 miles from Juniper Springs. Okay.
Grandpa, hey, 2.67 Old Kentucky.
Yeah.
Jan, Minuteman,
right.
Amanda,
people from New
Sean,
York.
DeGlam. I saw Sean or Shane. I'm not sure how you say that.
Sean DeGlam.
They did comment that they'd be here tonight. Wendy, go for Green Living.
Good deal, y'all. Okay, well, our day, we started off this morning. Let me just give you a little bit of update on what because we keep getting asked these questions about what does our day consist of?
A lot of work.
we wake up between 4:30 and 5 o'clock in the morning, which we did this morning. We got up, I fixed breakfast. From breakfast, we went out. We have to pick the figs right at daylight because if we don't, then the birds and the squirrels all get in them. So we do that right at daylight. And as soon as we got through doing that, I ran and fed the animals. And I got on the tractor and I bush hogged for probably half a day because we only bush hog here about twice a year. To us, there's just no sense in bush hogging all the time. I mean, it's just let the grass grow because the animals will eat it. And then once it gets tough, you cut it down where it'll be tender for them again. And then Wanda,
I started out this morning while he was picking figs. I was cleaning the rabbit cage. That's something I do on usually Fridays or Saturdays. And then when we came in, I fed all the animals and came in. He started with the bush hogging. And so, yeah. And then I got this brilliant idea since the freezer's almost full of figs. We've made fig, you've seen the videos where we did the whole figs. One day I did 14 pints of strawberry figs, but there was no video. Danny was busy and I couldn't do camera and figs all at one time because 14 pints of strawberry figs took
away from
it. Was like multitasking. And so today I decided I'm cleaning out part of the freezer. I laid out a whole bunch of figs. I think about 4 gallons.
Yeah.
We've picked almost 18 gallons or so of figs so far. And so I took 4 out. And today I made first this. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm trying to get it. This is the
fig preserves.
Fig preserves. Danny wanted fig preserves. I didn't make them as sweet as usual. Most people put lots and lots of sugar. This had limited sugar.
Limited sugar because figs are mostly sugar, and I don't like to just load them down with sugar.
And I think I made 9. Danny came in and helped me a little bit today. So I'd have 9 of these, and there was a lot of juice, and I was dipping the juice off because that won't cook down with so much water. So what I did with the juice, I was going through my recipes, and I found one from last year I did not use, and it was fig jelly.
Fig jelly.
So you needed the juice. So this is what I ended up with.
Now I want you to look at the color of this. We did not put any food coloring in this. This is the coloring out of the figs from the juice where she made this.
This was, I've got one in the fridge that is awesome. We tasted this. This is like the best stuff you've ever tasted. It is fig jelly. So I'm telling you guys, don't throw your juice away.
Don't throw your juice away.
Just save it.
Save it. Okay, I've been asked a couple of questions here. Do I raise my own pigs from my sows? Yes. We have
6 running around right now in the yard.
6 of them in the yard, 3 males and 3 females. I have an old heritage sow that I bred with a registered Bullfoot male. So we raise our own from that. Let me see. There was another question here. I didn't want to miss it. I hate to miss questions whenever they're.
Come on back down.
Back down. Yeah, Brad wants to know where you can get a beard starter kit.
We'll get you one, Brad.
Hope I pass it up. It's right here somewhere. It's not in caps. Do you raise pigs for your own sows?
Buy pigs. We raise the pigs, yes.
Oh, what type of rabbits do we raise? There it is. Monique wants to know. We raise the New Zealands.
Yeah,
New Zealand whites, and yes, we do butcher them ourselves.
And the jelly is awesome. I'm telling you guys, that's some really good stuff. We're going to be eating it on some gluten-free bread in the morning. Gluten-free
bread in the morning. Or I tell you what, I may put it in my oatmeal because I eat oatmeal in the morning.
Yeah, he likes to put his jellies or like this fig preserves, stuff like this. He'll put in his oatmeal.
I put it in there instead of having to put any other kind of sugar or anything in there. That's the way I do that.
And Scratch, I know you like my shirt, but this ain't the other Danny. This has to be Leslie because she's liking my shirt. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
I know it's Leslie, not Danny.
Oh. Okay, and once we came in from doing that, let's see, what else did we do today? It got so hot, boy, it was in the high 90s here today, and we were sitting here talking about how that we, how it just has rained ever since last Sunday. We've just had rain after rain after rain.
Saturday night, we said it hadn't rained in 10 days.
Right.
And we asked you guys to pray that it would rain. And starting Sunday, right when everybody's live shows were coming on, we started getting rain.
Yep.
And it's rained almost every day.
It has rained every day, right when our figs started coming in. And what is it? And any of you who raise figs know what that does is that makes the figs. Our figs are as big as golf balls. They swell up, and they're not really ready yet, but the ends bust open on them, and you've got to pick them, even though they're not completely ripe, because if you don't, they'll sour on you. So we've just been. I guess that's why our figs have mounted up. We've got close to what 20 gallons we've picked so far.
I think it was 16 to 18.
Yeah, we're getting.
Yes, Sherry wants to know, do I use pectin in the jelly? Yes.
Yes.
I did. I did a double batch because the batch of jelly called for 4 cups of juice, and I had 7, which was not quite a double. And they say don't double the recipe, but I just played with it today. And Danny didn't want too much sugar, and if I doubled the recipe, it would have had 18 cups of sugar and 8 cups of juice.
I can't
so
do
we
that.
cut it back down, and then it called for 1.5 cups of lemon juice per batch. So I only used 1.5 cups of lemon juice for 2 batches, and I used, I think I counted 11 cups of sugar instead of 18.
Instead of 18, we used 11 cups.
And then I did instead of 4, I used the 7 cups of juice. And what's in the fridge tastes like Jell-O. I mean, it's really
awesome. It's really good.
I mean, I play with recipes, okay?
Yeah, it's really good.
But yeah, there's 2 boxes of pectin in those, what did I say, 7 jars of jelly.
Okay. I had to, wow, that's right, Brad. I told her, I said,
there's no way to put 18 cups of sugar
I'm not
in 2
putting
batches.
18 cups of sugar in nothing. I mean, that's just ridiculous to me. Sure Gel. Sean DeGlom, Sure Gel is what we were using there, yes.
Yes, it was Sure Gel. 2 boxes to, I think it was 7 of these pints is what I ended up with.
Yeah. Okay, we got, another thing I done today was, while it was so hot during the day, is I started shelling out my snap beans.
For seed.
For seed, because they've been sitting in the dining room for almost a month now, drying in the hull, and I have never, ever had seed that turned out as bad as these did this year. The heat came early, and it really just destroyed the plants, and my seed looked really, really pitiful. So, and I'm still not through shelling them. I guess out of all that I'm going to shell, I'll be lucky if I got enough to plant next year's field with. It's pathetic. It's what this weather's done to our crops and our seeds this year. Plus, we did tomato seeds today. We saved.
Yeah, we cut up some tomatoes in between while I was waiting on these figs to thaw out. And Cat Lover wants to know, the more pectin, the less sugar. No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily, no.
I was playing with recipes. Just know I do that quite often. I doubled the recipe, is why I used 2 boxes of pectin, and I just used less sugar because we didn't want that much sugar.
I don't like to put that much sugar in anything. We don't particularly use the low sugar Sure Gel. It has a different taste than the regular Sure Gel.
Yeah, I didn't use the low sugar Sure Gel either. It was regular. Okay, so another thing, my cookbook. Okay, this right here, I'm gonna start showing again. I've had so many people let me know that they got my cookbook this week, and I'm just, I'm just blessed. You guys have been wonderful about the cookbook, and I still have some, and you can still order if you haven't gotten one and you want one. But I want to mention Comeaux Creek. Comeaux Creek Homestead did a review of my cookbook, and she brought tears to my eyes. I told her she did. She said, I didn't mean to make you cry, but it was just so sweet of her. And then I got another lady, I can't remember who, I don't know if she's on tonight, but she told me that her son wanted to make the jalapeno poppers. Her husband wanted to make something else, and she said she was going to make something because it was her cookbook. And then she sent me where her son, I saw it on Facebook, had made the jalapeno poppers.
Hammock, I'm not sure about things to make out of the thistle. I'm not really sure about that.
Yeah, that's the one that we've looked up this summer.
The milk thistle?
Yes.
Yes, we were told.
Liver.
Yes, it's good for the liver. I just don't, I'm not that familiar with it. And somebody asked the question, what kind of tomatoes do we grow? Well, let's just start.
I'll just sit over here for a while.
Okay, I do I did the Indigo series. I did the apple blue tomato. I did the rose blue tomato. I did the blueberry blue tomato. I did the blue bounty blue tomato. I did let's see, what was something I done? Amish paste, Creole,
the cherry
drop blue tomato. Is
Blue Bounty? Did you
say? I said Blue Bounty. Okay, I think those are the only tomatoes that I actually got in this year. Oh, plus the Sweet Million. We did the Sweet Million cherry tomato. Yes.
So we have a lot of those. Can I put a link for the cookbook somewhere in here, please? Well, okay, that's the other thing. You have to go to, it's on our About page.
You go back to our home page.
Go to the home page, and where it says About, click on it, and down there it tells you how to order the cookbook. Or you can go to deepsouthhomestead.com, which is our new web page, and y'all go check it out. And on the Contact Us page, it's at the bottom.
Comeaux Creek did the review on her cookbook. That's we'll repeat it for you. Comeaux Creek.
And it's spelled COMEAUX or something, or similar. But it's Comeaux Creek, and she might be on. I don't know. I haven't seen her right now. But if you want the cookbook and you can't find it on our homepage in the About section, go to deepsouthhomestead.com on the Contact Us page.
Yes, and Brad's talking about the Cherokee purples. Yes, I grew the Cherokee purples here last year, and them things were great. I love them. And somebody made a comment about their Amish paste didn't do too good. Amish paste, I'll be honest with you, the Amish paste is really the only tomato here that we really like to grow for canning purposes, because we do a lot of salsas or pastes and stuff like that, and the Amish paste it doesn't have much juice in it. It's basically just meat in the potato and the tomato, and we just love it for that purpose.
Yeah, it peeled really easily.
They peel easy.
It's a lot easier than any of the others, so I like the Amish paste, probably one of my best. We did the Creoles, and I'm not happy with Creoles.
Well, the Creoles are
just saying.
They got a tough skin on them. They're made for this heat down here, and they got a real tough skin on them. And those varieties of tomatoes that you've heard me speak about, the blue ones, you will not find them in a magazine if you look for, or a seed catalog. If you look for blue tomatoes, you have to go and look at it's called the Indigo series.
Yes, Indigo series.
Most of these were developed at the University of Oregon. They came from the Galapagos Islands and I think the mountains of South America, and they combined them to make the blue tomato is real high in anthocyanins, which is supposed to be a good cancer fighter.
Okay, where do we get our seeds from?
Well, we don't order a lot of seeds, but when we do order seeds, we go to Bountiful Gardens.
Yes, this one is like an awesome place.
They're a nonprofit seed saving group. They teach young people how to garden and stuff like that.
And say it again, Bountiful.
Bountiful Gardens. They're out in California.
I think so.
And then sometimes we'll use Vermont seed. I'll use them occasionally if I find something.
And we've used Baker Creek.
I've used Baker Creek, but I have a lot of trouble with Baker Creek seeds coming up here.
We don't know why, but we've had limited issues. I mean, my what is it? My top ground sweet potatoes. We planted one. I only bought one pack, and so we planted the whole pack. And I made a pie while, was it Leslie and them were here? Or
before? No, you made it while they were here.
Yes, I did make a pie, or either right after they left. I don't remember. But Danny saved the seed, and when he dried them, they were no good.
No good. Not one of them.
Not one seed.
We did not get any pollination on it. And the question is asked: is the Amish paste a determinant like the Roman? No, the Amish paste is an interdeterminant. What we do is we put ours inside a big giant cage that we have that stands up 6 feet tall. And as they grow up, we just keep wrapping the tomatoes down inside them because they'll just keep growing up.
Okay, somebody said they found the site, Deep South Homestead. So, okay, good. Do any of the seeds I sent you from Baker's Creek take? Okay, that was Elizabeth. Yes, some of them took, some of them didn't. Something we planted, I can't remember what it was. We started it in seed cups. Yeah. And it came up, but it died. And so I wasn't sure if it was us or the seed. Yeah, but almost everything from Baker's Creek, we've had some issues with.
Everything we bought, we went to our neighbor because we planted some wheat from me and my neighbor ordered together when we order odd stuff like that because it's part of our collaboration in our community here. We try to keep enough seeds in case an SHTF happens that when we are able to, have the same seed between the two of us here. And I went to him because all my wheat seeds failed, and I got another pack from him, and I only got a very limited amount of his to come up. So, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Baker Creek. It could have been us.
And it can be our climate.
It could be our climate here because they're not acclimated to our climate. But everything that we save our seed from here, they all came up. It's just that when we bring seeds in from somewhere else, we usually have problems, at least for the first year or two.
Yeah, we may get a few seeds, and we have to just save them.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was part of it. Now,
Scratch says, "Oh no, I have a lot from Baker Creek." I'm not telling you; they may grow fine where you're at there, Scratch.
And some of them grow here. So.
Yeah, we get a few of them up. But mainly, we try to save our own seed and get them acclimated to our place here.
Okay, one thing I have to tell you guys, we are so blessed to have some really great people like Brad from Big Family Homestead, who started this homestead network. And Brad's been really good to us, since the beginning.
Yes.
Dirt Patch, Heaven, and Brad, we really give them a lot of credit. But Brad came through for me this week.
Yep.
He sent me a song from his dad, Duane Dee. And if any of you know who Duane Dee is.
I'll tell you, this man is amazing. It's Brad's father. He was on the Grand Ole, he's been to the Grand Ole Opry, but he was on...
he's done several songs back in the late 60s.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the songs.
Freddie Fender made the song popular several years later, but it was before the next Teardrop Falls. And then was it Sweet? Brad, help us out, okay? Something Sweet Wine.
Something Sweet Wine. Red Wine. Sweet Red Wine or something like that. Yeah, it's an old song. My mind, I've got other things on my mind right now.
And so, but what Brad did, because Danny and I's anniversary is Tuesday.
We have an anniversary this Tuesday.
We'll be married 3 years. And Brad got his dad to sing the song We've only just begun.
It was the Carpenters. We picked that song out because we really have only just begun together on this homestead here and in life together. And he agreed to actually record it in a studio and sing it for us and send it to us for our anniversary. And I'll tell you what, the song is amazing.
Yes, and so Mr. D, you are just wonderful. I don't know if he's on tonight, but Brad will tell him. It was
apple wine.
Red apple wine or
just apple
sweet
wine.
Apple wine or something like that.
Yeah.
And then there was Empty Hammock, the other one. Bless his heart. He's been a trooper for us since day one. He took some pictures and slung them together for me and put it to the music. And so we will have a video coming out on Tuesday that will be for just the two of us.
Be for just the two. I haven't seen the video yet.
No, we've only just begun, but Brad keeps saying just the two of us.
Yeah, I know it.
So, we want y'all to check out all these different channels that is in the Homestead Network too.
Yeah. So we're excited. I'm excited to see what they put together because I've purposely not looked at it. I've kept my distance because it's her gift to me, and I'm just.
He'll see it Tuesday.
I'll see it Tuesday. I'm gonna see it when y'all see it. So, that's.
And one thing, if I get it uploaded.
We're having some kind of serious upload problems here.
And we started Danny uploaded the thing on the greenhouse yesterday or day before.
Day before yesterday.
And then we changed it. We were going to put up with the corn because we had some issues with the corn this week with the wind, and he was going to put that video up today, and we started it before like 4 or 5 o'clock yesterday. And at 5 o'clock this morning, it was only 50% uploaded.
Yeah.
So we swapped and went ahead and put the greenhouse out. You will see the corn on Monday.
Corn will come out Monday. We had some more weather come through here, and it did a little bit of damage to our corn. And we're going to kind of show you what we did at this stage of our corn to deal with it.
Yes.
Thank all y'all for saying happy anniversary, and it has been 3 years. Wanda and I married. Those of you who've been back and watched our earlier videos know that my other wife, Debbie, passed away from breast cancer in 2011, and Wanda and I married 2 years after that.
Empty Hammock says, "What film you watching it?" That'd be fun.
But yeah, so Wanda and I have only been married 3 years. It's been a great journey so far. I'm really excited anyway. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. So let's see. You two are so like me and my man. That's Cat Lover. Oh, and there's a lady. I don't know that she's on tonight, but I've just got to mention her.
Okay.
Clarice.
Oh, Clarice.
Clarice Starling. I can't. 67, I think.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Anyway. This lady, she's a hoot. You guys just need to check out Clarice Starling67, I believe is what it is.
Yeah, she's from France.
Well, she's actually Scottish.
Scottish, yeah.
She's from Scotland, and from what I gather, she married someone in France and moved to France in 2014. And what got me started, she came to our channel, and I went and checked some of her videos out. And one day last week, she was walking her dog, or 2 dogs, her and her husband, and they were playing in some water, and she's over there singing in a Scottish tone, you know, how deep voiced and stuff. And I was laughing because she had this deep voice singing to the dogs, and all of a sudden she breaks out into splish splash, I've been taking a bath, and I mean that was so funny. And then the dogs come out, and one gets on each side of her, and of course slings off
water all over
everywhere. And then this week, her husband had a birthday.
Yep.
She baked him a cake, bought a cake, I guess. And when she presented it to him, he's laughing. But actually, she gave him a cake that had 59 on it. Yeah. And the candles, and he was only 57. So, I mean, it was really funny.
It was funny the way she did
and
that.
She stayed up last weekend to watch us because it's 2 o'clock in the morning where she's at in France.
She actually fell asleep on the couch watching us last time. So she may not be on tonight because she may not be able to stay up.
Yeah, so you guys, I know I've seen several people say they miss us because the time is so late for people in other parts of the country.
Yeah, on the East Coast and then overseas it's really late for them.
So, I mean, I appreciate anybody that comes and watches us that is up later than we are.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had a lot of questions on the greenhouse about the water catchment system and all, and the reason why why I designed it that way. But the truth of the matter is, we're only going to be using the greenhouse in the fall and the winter, because
early spring,
maybe the early spring a little bit, because it's just you can't even go inside the greenhouse here during the daytime. It is so hot here. So the reason we did the water catchment system like we did was just simply because during those particular months for us, it's not that hot for us, and it's not usually really dry during that time of the year. Our biggest issue when it comes to wintertime is going to be keeping the greenhouse warm enough here. So I didn't figure I needed over 55 gallons of water, because the irrigation system I put in is going to be a trickle irrigation system. I'm going to be ordering the tubing with the little emitters on them to go into it. And the water, just what it does is it just gradually drips. It doesn't actually stream down into the pot. It just drips, maybe a drop every couple of seconds. And that 55 gallons should be enough. And plus, as you've seen in the video, I can hook a water hose to the outside of it if I need to, and actually,
as long as we have water,
I can fill the barrel up, or I can water it straight from the water hose. Either way.
I have been watching the comments, and we have a lot of people that's been married at least 20 years or better. Some of them 30, and I see some 36. And then Faye, what was the last name? Cartwright. They've been married the longest that I saw. Seemed like I thought I saw 48 years.
Wow.
Something like that. So that's pretty awesome. You guys, I admire you.
I admire you. I mean, Wanda and I have been married before, many, many years. It's just that
I had been married for over 30 years before I met him.
Yeah.
And I was single for 5. And he's had a couple of marriages before. So if we'd met each other a long time ago, it'd been longer.
Scratch is asking the question. Someone asked me how long my canned items will last. He said, help. Scratch, I'll be honest with you. Wanda and I are still eating stuff that we canned in
2010.
Well, we're eating 2010 right now, but we was eating stuff we canned in 2008 and 9. So, and it was still fine. There was nothing wrong with it. So, I mean, I'd say that it's not going to hurt, to be that old because it didn't bother us. It seemed to be still just as good. If it was canned properly and it was kept out of the sunlight and stuff like that, it should still be good.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm seeing some 40s in here. So, I mean, a lot of you guys have been married a long time. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, y'all keep looking. We keep having trouble. Facebook keeps popping stuff up on our screen here. We can't see your comments, and that's irritating.
Yeah, we've got to figure out how to disassemble Facebook coming across stuff. New computer, okay?
New computer this is Windows 10, and it's throwing stuff in different places than what we're used to.
Yeah, and I don't see Tiffany right now, but Tiffany helped me get some things done. If you saw them before we came on, we had an intro.
Yes.
And then when we go off after a while, we're supposed to have an exit or an ending. So you guys, we hope you like that. She's just helping us learn a little more about the system and what's going on. So I just want to give Tiff a shout out.
Yeah. Cat Lover says if SHTF doesn't happen, we will be together for 40 plus. We're in our late 40s now. Wait a minute. that don't add up.
No.
You had to have known him when you were just a small baby.
Y'all bound to live next door or something.
You had to live next door to each other. Okay, here's a question. Will there be a reprint this year or a full gluten-free cookbook? Do you or anyone else know if plantain can be stored for later use? We have a ton of it in our yard as if we were growing.
We do too.
We have the same problem here. We have plantain growing everywhere, and
you can dry it.
The cookbook that Wanda has now is a gluten-free cookbook.
You can still order it.
You can still order it.
Probably will have some for a while because I did a double order. I doubled what I thought I would order to start with, so I have plenty for right now. And even if I run out, I've got a guy here in town who will make them for me. They may not look exactly like these, but it will be pretty close. So yes, I will have cookbooks. We're going to be selling them for a while now.
Yeah, we bought more than what we probably should have. Just to make sure we had some extra ones. Okay, here's a question. Other than tomatoes, what other seeds will be best and easiest for a newbie to seed save? Okay, things like cucumber or beans and peas, just let them dry. I mean, that's really simple. When you just let them dry and shell them out. Just be careful when you shell them out and them dry. Lay them inside of like a cardboard box or something or a box top and shake them around a lot in there after you shelled them out and let the seeds set because a lot of times there's this little white worm that'll bore up in those seeds. And when you shake them around in a box like that, they'll come out of those seeds where you can get them out. Because if you don't, and you put them in try to store them up, the worms will eat them up. And I do advise any seed to like peas and beans and corn, probably mainly those seeds. I would advise putting them in the freezer for 2 weeks
to
kill the bugs in them, and then take them out, and they should be fine.
Comeaux Creek's on. Okay, anybody that was asking on the who did the review, it's Comeaux Creek Homestead. She's on there now because I see she's telling you that dandelions and plantain are supposed to be weeds, and weeds are supposed to be plentiful. but she doesn't have either. Well, we have plenty. So Shonda Glam says she has my cookbook on her counter and a book holder. Mine is sitting like when Empty Hammock did the ghost cabinet door opening in our video. When the door opens, now my cookbook's there. Hammock, I wish it was in the video. Can
Would
you
have been great if it had been
splice it in the video?
Okay, I still want to continue on with this question about what seeds for newbies. Things like let your squash stay on the vine until they get to be big old yellow, just hard squash. Then you can cut them open and get the seeds out of them. Let your cucumbers stay on the vine until they just turn yellow and just get to be big old hard cucumbers, and you can save the seeds out of them. It's really simple. Those seeds basically save exactly the same way that tomatoes do. You put them in water and just let it sour, and then you take them out and wash them. And I guess corn would be the other one. You just basically let it dry on the stalk.
But we're not letting it dry on the stalk this time.
Some of it we couldn't let it dry on the stalk. When you see our video, you're gonna laugh because this is it's a new way of seed saving we come up with to save some of our corn. I'm not gonna give it away, but just keep your eyes open Monday for the video.
It may not be new, but we've recreated it from
we recreated it from
ways,
biblical times. Let's just put it that way.
So we're hoping. I saw that. I think it was Comeaux Creek said she made somebody did anyway, made my potato and hamburger casserole and said everybody loved it. So I'm glad.
Okay. Brenda's asking she had a problem with dill this year. Do you grow it? Yes. As a matter of fact,
that's another seed saving.
I have a bucket sitting on the table in there right now. I just saved all the dill seed that we grew this year.
Yeah, and I had somebody asking about using dill for in their pickles. They said their seed wasn't ready. Could you use the stems or whatever? And I'm not sure. I think you would have to Google that because I don't see why you couldn't put the green parts in there, but in dill pickles.
Oh yeah.
I think you can. I think I read that before, but just for a heads up. But double check before you do it, just in case.
Okay, Scratch is asking, how is your ginger? It is actually sprouting and growing good.
Yes, and so my turmeric. I had somebody send turmeric, and I can't remember who. I'm sorry, because it's been a couple of 3 months.
Yeah, we get so many things in the mail from people.
The turmeric finally came up. I've got it in my herb garden, and I've got it in a pot.
You've got it in both places.
Yes, so the turmeric,
okay,
thank you for it.
Rich says, I've heard you need to ferment tomato seeds. How is that done? Rich, go back to my channel. I have a video on saving tomato seeds, and the whole process is right there laid out for you. And you'll be able to see how it's done. You'll be able to see how the fermentation's done, how to wash them, how to clean them, and I haven't done how to store things yet.
How long are the tomato seeds good once you save them?
I've planted the same tomato seeds for up to 5 years, and I've not had any problems.
All right, now there's Revelation Homestead said they saved seeds last year. The beans came up, but the onions did not. And there was something to do with onions. You were talking
onions
about
are
today.
Extremely hard to get to grow anyway from seed. And onions is one of those things that more people make mistakes growing onions, I guess, than any other crop that there is. Before I go into that, yes, we do put our seeds in the freezer, but we only put them in there for 2 weeks and then we take them out. That's as long as they need to be in there.
And I don't have Instagram, but I do have Facebook, Shonda Glam, Shane or whatever. I can't pronounce that, but I do have Facebook, so y'all can put pictures on Facebook.
How do you sprout your turmeric? The turmeric, we just
I just put it in
we just put it in the dirt and let it grow. I mean, it will take care of itself.
I thought it had died actually, and it's been close to 2 months before it came up.
Yeah, Kit's Homestead. Go back and watch our videos. We already have a video up on saving tomato seeds. So you should be able to find it and how to ferment them. Yeah. Onions. Onion seeds are not very good for very long, and they're really hard to get to come up because onions are one of them things that people think you have to stick them deep in the ground to plant them. And basically, when you plant an onion is a 2-year crop. A lot of people get that wrong. They think it's a 1-year crop. you plant the seed from seed to seed is actually almost a 2-year crop. So, and when you plant them, you only put the root part in the ground. A lot of people want to bury the bulbs below the ground and all that, and they really don't grow good that way. They don't make a bulb at all, hardly. If you're trying to get onions to grow from seed right now, it's probably the wrong time of the year to be doing that. You probably need to wait more toward September to actually be doing that, because as soon as they come up, you're going to want to try to get them in the ground. Okay, let's see.
The leaves on my okra are curling under. Is that from the heat? Are you getting, that's Catlandrum, are you getting any water at all to the okra? Why would the leaves be curling?
The leaves curling under, sometimes if you put fertilizer to them, they'll curl under. Sometimes heat will do that. Sometimes a blight will actually do that. There's just an array of things. It's hard to know which one exactly it is.
I'm laughing at Wayne's Homestead. He says he needs a career change. Being a trucker's made him fat.
Oh, well.
He needs to come work here.
Try homesteading. It'll go away. For a living, I'm talking about. And see, that's the one thing that a lot of people don't understand about Wanda and I, is Wanda and I do not hold an outside job.
And we work all the time.
We work every day of our life right here on our homestead. We raise most of what we eat. Now we do buy some things in town, but it's not a lot. We basically raise,
Danny, will you comment on how you furrow your sow in an open stall or
farrow crate?
We are getting ready to furrow in an open stall.
I was wondering how successful you might be. Love you guys. Okay, our pig is a heritage hog. That basically
Amanda lost 250 pounds in a month. She got a divorce.
Our pig basically, I built a farrowing building specifically for her. She used it the first year and it worked out perfect. I had the boards in the middle, 6 inches off the floor, and the baby pigs could get away from her so that she wouldn't lay on them. But this year, she just had them out in the field underneath a tree, and she actually left them out there for weeks on end. I mean, she did
the first 2 weeks.
First 2 weeks, she didn't even bring them up to the building, and she's a real good mama. This is her third group of baby pigs. But if you've got domestic pigs, now our pigs are not domestic.
She has a touch of wild.
She has a touch of wild in her because that's what we like here. We like to have a hardiness in our pigs. We like one that's a little bit more lean than he is fat.
And these little jokers are all over the yard. They've been running up and down the sidewalk. Like Danny said, they've been in his barn. They fit through the little wires on the fence right now.
And that's okay with us because they're not big enough to do any harm. And plus, when they get out like that, come up here in the yard, I can train them to go into the barn so that when it comes time to wean them, I just shut them up in the barn away from the mama, and you don't have all that hassle with trying to take them away from her, because with her type of breed, if you try to take the pigs from her, she will try to eat you. So
yes, and so we just let them roam around till they get used to us, and
and
I've got video. We're doing a baby pig video from birth to now. They're 4 weeks old. I've been gonna do it, and it's just been one thing after another, and so maybe next week a baby pig video.
We'll probably have a pig video coming out. And yes, we do sell some of our produce for cash. Whatever we don't put up, we will put up for sale, and usually people are right there to get it. We don't have to worry about it because they know we raise it without the use of chemicals and stuff like that.
Wallace Knifeworth said if IRS is here, he's out. We're out too.
Well, we're out. We don't even, I can't say some things. I'm on air. I can't say some things.
We used to raise pigs when I was a kid, and they got out all the time. It's fun because I videoed them. Every batch of pigs we've had, I have video of them running around in the yard. And no, I'm not chasing them. No, I'm just videoing
because
just
I think
it's funny.
Brad wants to know, what do we buy in town? Okay. We buy oatmeal because I can't raise oatmeal here. We buy rice flour because I can't raise rice flour here. We buy sugar,
olive oil,
coconut oil.
We don't do milk, so we buy
almond milk. Yeah, we buy almond milk. We buy xanthan gum to go in our bread. We buy
baking powder.
We buy the gluten-free cornstarch. We buy aluminum-free baking powder.
Usually we buy some of our meat because we're not producing enough, like beef, we don't have beef.
We don't have any beef.
So we have to buy beef. If chicken is really, really cheap, we buy it occasionally.
Occasionally we'll pick up a little bit.
We don't have rabbits or sheep
Our
yet.
sheep are not, and our sheep and our rabbits, we don't breed our rabbits till it turns cool weather, so we can't really butcher any rabbits until this winter. And our sheep, we just got them started this spring, so probably it'll be next year before we actually.
But we have found the lamb on sale a couple of times in the past couple of months, and we've actually gotten really used to that lamb, so we're anxious to have it again.
Salt is another thing we buy because we can't manufacture salt.
I do buy my chocolate. Now, I have to have some chocolate on it.
Empty Hammock already knows that.
Yes, okay. He knows my chocolate.
He already knows
our secrets. I have to have some chocolate. Can rice be canned? We
dry.
pressure can. No, I mean, what's it called? Vacuum sealed
We vacuum
rice.
seal our rice.
Yes. And
now it needs to be the white rice because if you do the brown rice or something like that, it's still got the oils in it and it will turn rancid after a length of period.
Yes. And
Cat Lover says we keep it too.
yes, I mean, we have to have chocolate.
Yeah.
We do buy like
How do you milk an almond, Wayne wants to know?
It's not
easy. Let me put it that way. It's real hard.
It's not easy. But what else do we buy? We don't shop most aisles. People think Danny's crazy.
People think I'm crazy because when I go in the grocery store, you can hear me talking. I'll walk down an aisle and Wanda will look. I say, we're not going down that aisle because look, it's all processed food. It's full of GMOs and OMGs and I mean all the number things and letter things. You know, and people look at me like I'm a nut, but we don't do it. We have certain places in the grocery store we go and we don't.
We don't venture from that.
We don't venture from that because that's the way you get in trouble.
Except the candy aisle.
Yeah, Wanda's like a kid in the candy store when we go there.
I make my own bread, you know, stuff like that. So we don't buy bread or
anything like bread. I mean, we might buy a little cheese every now and then.
We buy a little bit of cheese because we don't have a way to make cheese. And I buy butter.
Yes, we buy our unsalted butter. We do not buy salted butter.
Big Bear, see you later.
See you later, man.
I know it's getting past the bear's bedtime.
Yeah,
right?
He's got to hibernate, I suppose.
But you guys, Big Bear was on last night.
Yes.
Friday nights.
Go back and look at his if you didn't get to see it.
I think it's Go for Green Living and Big Bear were on last night. And so then I think we've got DB Homestead, Off-Grid Kid, Living Like Clare, Living on a Dime.
Yep.
All those are on Saturday night, and tomorrow night you've got Big Family Homestead, Alderman Family Farms, Off-Grid Nation, and there's Dirt Patch Heaven. I think that's all. If I forgot somebody, I'm sorry.
Yeah, somebody's like milk and almond, yeah. Oh, that's probably pretty cool.
Yeah.
Somebody's, Ava says she buys both kinds of butter. Hubby likes the salted. The only reason we don't buy salted is because when you try to cook with salted butter, you never know how much salt to put in something. And we like to be able to have the unsalted so that we know when we salt something, it's not going to be too salty.
I think Jay Merritt's got a dish out right now.
Okay, Linda says, Linda's home. Says she's making your sweet relish tomorrow. Heim, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yes, the sweet relish. We made some more yesterday.
Yeah, we made sweet and dill relish yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And there are no videos on a lot of this because, quite frankly, I get all carried away and I think about videos after the fact when I'm canning. But we will try to do the strawberry fig again.
Yeah, we got so many figs to can. We'll get one in there at some, you know. So we'll get one in there for y'all.
We'll try to be better at it. We're hoping. I'm going to send for the cookbook on Monday. Looking forward. That's Homestead Quail Cottage. Okay.
Okay. We're looking forward to seeing. We make a trip into town there about once or twice a week now to check the post office box.
So, yeah. And
okay. Oh, another thing I wanted to tell y'all, somebody asked me today, what are we doing around the homestead? We're preparing for fall right now. We're preparing for winter. We're preparing for deer season. There's lots of things that we're getting our place set up for now. Like today, I bush hogged around everything so that we can start getting our oak trees out, our red oaks for our smoking wood for this winter. We're trying to go ahead and get it all cut, get it stacked at the smokehouse.
Yeah.
We're in the process of building a shoot house right now to hunt the deer out of.
And it's a building that we had basically when we started YouTube. We took this building down. We filmed us taking.
Yeah, we have a film of us taking this metal building down.
I mean, what's the size of it?
It was a 10 by 10.
And we take the whole roof off, just the two of us, and we never got the video up. So once we get that roof, he's refabbed the roof this week.
I shortened the roof up by 2 foot. Now it's an 8 by 10.
And when we get the shoot house built, we're going to make a whole conglomerate of video from start to take the building down, taking the roof off and everything like that, to finishing a shoot house. So it's a long process.
It's a long process. Some videos we're shooting is taking up to a year to put together. And we're not in a hurry because we're just taking our time, you know, trying to, we want them done right. We like to do things from beginning to end because deer meat is one of those things that we love here on the homestead. And we're hoping this year to be able to take a few deer. And if everything goes all right and I can get Wanda to stay out there with me.
He says I can't be quiet.
And be still and be quiet. She may actually film me taking some deer. That's what we're hoping that we get to do this year.
I don't know if I can be quiet though. I think he's going to have to soundproof the building.
We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. But the building will be big enough that if she has to lay down, she can lay down. We can just set the camera up on a tripod and still take the pictures.
And I'm hoping to have something to do. I like watching. I love watching nature at night.
Yeah.
But it's just extremely hard for me to sit still, and it's extremely hard to be quiet. I want to talk about what I see.
That's why we've got to have a nice shoot house, and that's why we've got to have it insulated because Wanda is not going to be quiet. And,
I'm sorry.
And when the deer walk out, you know, we have to be able to be quiet and be still. So that way I can make her be still and be quiet in the roof, in the building, and
Maybe.
We'll try it a time or two. If she can't be quiet, then I'll have to go by myself.
Come on, girl up. Well, I want to hunt. It's just
she wants to hunt.
And I want to go squirrel hunting. He promised in the spring to take me squirrel hunting, and we still haven't been. And it's the wrong time of the year now.
Edward says I need to take duct tape with me to put over your mouth, I guess. I can tape your mouth up.
He'd have to tape my hands. And
I have to tape all over up.
And then somebody would think you kidnapped me.
Yeah. But so let's see, where's our time? We got 8 minutes left. Okay.
Revelation says that I can shoot, you can shoot the deer and I can shoot the footage, so we both get to shoot.
Oh, that'd be great.
That's pretty cool.
That'd be really good.
We'd love to see a deer video. We're hoping.
We're hoping this winter, because last winter we had so many deer come out here, they were all in the field everywhere.
It said, Palmetto says, silence is golden, but duct tape is silver, Danny.
I like that saying. I'm going to have to remember that one.
Yeah. No, we've been planning on hunting, and actually we went hunting out the bedroom window last year maybe, or the year before. And no, it was 2 years ago because it was really cold. This past year we did not have cold weather at all.
We didn't have any cold weather this year. It had to be the year before.
Danny had something eating things in the back, and he thought
he was eating my peaches.
Yeah, and no, it wasn't. It was in the winter. We didn't have peaches.
Oh, that's right.
We put scraps out. Remember?
Oh, we had coyotes coming up and foxes. Yes.
And so he thought he would put something in the yard where he could see it out the bedroom window, and he took the screen out. And so we went in there and shut the door, and it's quiet, and he's sitting in the floor watching out the window, and it's cold because he's got the window cracked.
Right.
And I was freezing. I'm laying on the bed with the cover on me, and I keep talking to him, asking him questions.
He keeps asking me questions.
He goes, "You're going to have to be quiet." And I'd be quiet for about 5 minutes, and then I'd ask him something else. So finally I got up and came in the living room, and left him. He still didn't kill anything, but,
Yeah, I didn't get to kill nothing because, I mean, you can't do much when somebody's talking. Of course, I'm still drinking my South Mississippi stump hole water here.
And this is what I'm drinking. You recognize it, Jen? I don't know if Jen's still on here. This is jasmine green tea. Jen sent it to me, and I've had 2 cups today already. So
it's
all right, pretty good.
I'm with Home Place Journal there. If the deer eat my produce, I feel like that
we need to eat the deer.
I get to harvest the deer and I get to eat the deer. I feel like it's a fair trade because they've taken food from me, and now I'm going to make food from them.
Yes. And Susan says, you two are a hilarious comedy duo. Well, we try. It's been another great night, Danny. I want to thank you for your time. That's Shonda Glenn. I'm not sure. Wanda, are you going to make a canning cookbook? I've thought about it because, I mean,
we may do that with ebook, though.
I'm thinking an ebook. What do you guys think? Because if I can get it together, I think I can put it on ebook because so many people don't do cash and don't do checks anymore. And we're old school. We don't have all these, we haven't figured out all these ways yet to get things going. And Brad, here's the cookbook.
There it is, Brad.
So we're trying to figure it out. We did old school. We did the cookbook.
Let me do this right here. How about that? Maybe that's a little better.
I put a little blood, sweat, and tears into that cookbook. And but if we can do ebook, I think I will do a.
Yeah, ebook seems like it might work with a lot of people too.
Canning videos. I mean, canning recipes. Just know that I tweak them sometimes. I'm not sure. And sometimes the jellies turn into syrups instead of jellies, and we weren't sure today if this peach was going to be syrup. Fig was going to be syrup or jelly, and we're lucky it turned into jelly. So
yeah, we're lucky. I mean, it worked out pretty good.
But
somebody's asking what is Wallace Sniper's asked what is ebook. An ebook is where you can go online and you can pay for the book online, and then you can download it into your computer and you can print it out at your own house.
Yes, and that would save the cost of me having to go through a company to do the book.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be as nice unless you go buy some heavy-duty paper. That's the only deal, but you get it quicker.
Yeah, you don't have to wait.
Says ebook won't work if there's no power. Exactly. That's why you have to print it out.
That's why you have to print it out.
And that's why we went this route with the cookbook, was because I wanted people to have a book like this in their hand.
I noticed a while ago when we held the book up, the lighting is wrong on it. So I'm going to I don't know if it works better to do it like this.
We either have to hold it up or back.
I can't remember. But it's a good.
When we go off in a few minutes, you're going to get to see the book, and I think I put our website there. Yeah. And the book is on the website on the Contact Us page. On our website at the top, we have several pages, and it's at the bottom of the Contact Us page. And we can always print.
Yes,
books.
you can always print. You can always print an ebook. That's the one thing about it.
Especially if we do it through Etsy. And Danny's working on 2 different.
I'm working on 2 different books right now about gardening.
And we're hoping. I thought.
Well, one of them's gardening, and one of them's beginning homesteaders.
Just a lot of good tips for beginning homesteaders. And y'all, Facebook's just killing us.
Facebook's killing us here. We've
got too many friends.
I got too many friends in the world, I suppose.
But
they call themselves friends.
Saturday Night Live, yes, that's what we thought about doing, is putting the title.
We started to do it. We started on our instead of putting up our logo, we started to do SNL with Danny and Wanda, but I didn't know how that would go over.
Well, I think Leslie and Danny's going to be Tina Fey, and what's the other guy's name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I can see his face. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But we have been trying really hard to get a lot of this stuff together. And the other thing I'd like to mention is the Hoss Tool affiliate.
Yes, we are a Hoss Tool affiliate now.
We have not been affiliates with anybody else.
Right.
But we love their stuff.
Yeah. I love the Hoss Tool products. We're picking figs in the Hoss Tool tub thing that hangs around you. You've seen in one of my other videos. That thing has been a lifesaver. The Hoss Tool hand plow, if SHTF happens, Wanda and I will be able to keep our gardens going because this piece of equipment is an awesome piece of equipment. And if you want to see, I mean, you know, if you want to order it, you can go to our, did we get it on the About page?
Yes, I did put, there's no links. I'm having problems with YouTube and adding a link. I'm not sure if they don't want us to, but it pops up some red stuff that means it's not legal or something. I'm not sure.
I don't know what the deal is. They won't let us put a link up anyway.
The link on the About page is not a link. It just tells you to go to our web page.
Yeah.
And so that's www.deepsouthhomestead.com. And on the Contact Us page, I put the Hoss Tool little emblem. Underneath it, it says Hoss Tools. It has the words Hoss Tools under the emblem. If you will click on that, it is a direct link. It will give us credit for anything you buy.
Yeah, now they don't charge extra because we're an affiliate.
No.
So don't think that they're charging you extra. It's still the same price as it would if you just bought it outright.
It just helps us here on the homestead. And two, don't click on the emblem that says Hoss Tools. Click on the words Hoss Tools under it, because that's a little confusing, but it's the only way we could get it done. I know somebody that knows how to do web pages and stuff will say, okay, you can do this.
Yeah.
But I need a web person here to help out.
Oh, you have to give yourself a wrench and it overrides it. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure what that means.
But we need a person that knows technology here. We are working our way through so many things, and it's like fast. Carla,
we have that book sitting right here in front of me, right here.
Yes, we love that book.
As a matter of fact, once I become an Amazon affiliate, I am going to be making a new video about different books that are good books to have on the homestead. And then, but we want to become an Amazon affiliate before I actually do that, because there's so many books I want to show y'all that's really good books to have, especially for beginning homesteaders.
Good night, Sammy Joe.
Okay, we've actually gone over our time.
Yes, we have.
Of course, there's nobody after us, so we don't have to worry about it.
It's been fun tonight. We enjoy you guys, and we hope you get something out of what we say.
Yeah.
If you're ever in the area, some of you, they're talking about moderators. Yes, we did make several people moderators here. So if somebody sees something, I think we have 4 or 5 moderators, and I know at least 2 or 3 of them are on tonight.
Yeah, there was a couple of them on, but we hadn't had any problems tonight, so we're.
Yeah, at least that we know of.
Unless y'all saw them and clicked them off before we seen them.
So.
Okay, well, we're going to
have prayer.
We're going to have prayer, and we're going to get off of here and let y'all get a little bit of rest tonight, and then we'll see y'all
next Saturday.
Live, we'll see you next Saturday, but we're going to probably see you Monday with a new video. Because if you're here, you've already seen this video, so it'll be Monday before they actually see a new video. Yes,
and then Tuesday, the anniversary, plus his chat. I think he's probably going to do it live Tuesday morning. I may. It's just that I have a video coming up that I want y'all to pray for me about. It's one that I've been working on for quite some time. It's really hard for me to do this, but the Lord has laid it on my heart, and I want everybody to know it's not a controversial type video, but it is one that's been laid on my heart by the Lord, and I am working on doing it. It may come up this week. I'm not 100% sure. So just keep me in your prayers about that video, because it's going to be a little bit of a difficult video for me to do. And yes, and he's not doing anything controversial. No. A lot of people would think that, but it's not. It's not. I've been asked a lot of questions about this particular subject, and I've really held off about doing a video on it, but I think it's time to do it. And I'm going to try to see if I can't get it out this week if we get time. I just don't know if that's going to happen or not. We're going to try. And we appreciate all the prayers and all the thoughts. And you guys, let's pray. Let's pray. Father, we thank you tonight for just being good to us. And we want to tell you how much we love you and how much we appreciate you. And Father, for all the people that's on here tonight, we just want to
tell you how much we appreciate and love each and every one of them for spending time with us, and you know, they're giving the one thing that can't be given back, and that is their time. And we really appreciate that they're willing to do that for us. And I want to ask that if there's any of them that have needs in their lives or have special prayer requests, that you'd meet those needs for them. And Father, that you'd just show grace and mercy towards them, and just help them to be able to find solutions to the problems that lies in their lives, and just meet their needs, Father, but do it in a way that'll best glorify you and your kingdom now. And Father, just we pray for those that are hurting. We pray for those that have lost loved ones, and Father, maybe they've lost a job, or Father, there's just a lot of things that they're hurting about. We pray for them that they might have grace that'll be sufficient for the time. And we pray for those that are hurting financially, spiritually, emotionally, Lord, all those areas. And Lord, I just want to pray for our subscribers here and the people that watch us. Father, they mean so much to us. I'm not too much interested in my own needs right now, but I just want to pray for their needs. And I just want to ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. It's been good being with y'all tonight. I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. We're fixing to get off of here and let y'all get to bed tonight before it gets to be too late. We want to tell you thank you for sharing your time with us from Deep South Homestead. Should click off in just a minute because there's about a 15, 20-second buffer.
Yeah, I haven't shut it down.